Hi, and welcome to the Paramount Pumpkin gift video. And I just want to say thanks for coming and watching and happy Halloween. Well, my name is Rob Magan, and this is a picture of me. Wait a second, how'd that get in there? This is a picture of me with my family in our home in Bethesda. I've owned an award-winning architect and home building company for over 20 years. I guess you could say that the home building business is in my blood. My dad used to build homes in the D.C. area in the 1960s and 70s, and I remember driving to building sites with him when I was 8 years old and pumping out water from freshly dug basements, and I don't miss that a bit. This is Kevin, our genius architect, who's really the brains behind our operation, and in my opinion, although you'll never hear Kevin admit it, he is one of the best architects in town. But first of all, why should you listen to me? Well, to tell you the truth, this part always makes me a little uncomfortable since I was raised as a Midwest boy born in Detroit, raised to be humble, and I try not to go around town tooting my own horn. So the easiest way to tell you this is to show you a few awards we've won over the years. Here's a few of them on this slide. Best Transitional Custom Home Under 3,000 Square Foot in Maryland. Best Edition of Maryland 2009. I'm not going to read all of them to you, but 2007 Best Edition over 1.2 million in Maryland. 2003 Best Whole House Renovation. These are all awards where we designed and built the project, and we were recognized for outstanding design and quality workmanship. The bottom line is we've won just about every major design and quality award in the D.C. area. What's most important is this. Forget all of the big time awards, hundreds and hundreds of regular clients who are just out there with a design and building challenge. They've all hired me to design and build their projects and have had tremendously successful results. We're talking about projects like a new arts and crafts style home in Bethesda on a tight and narrow lot, large addition to a 1920s log cabin on the 11th hole of Manor Country Club, which we designed to capture the phenomenal views of the golf course, a new home on a 3-acre lot in the middle of McLean, and again, I'm not going to read all of these, but a cottage-style new home in the City of Falls Church. It just goes on, and of course, this is just a small fraction. This is one of my favorite things about this business. I just love taking on interesting projects that involve challenging design issues and for clients that demand the highest design and workmanship quality. And really, there's nothing crazy about any of these projects. These are just projects that take a lot of creativity and precise execution. So here's what I have for you today. If you're planning on building a new home, a major renovation to a home, or a large addition to a home, I'm offering you a free design consultation for a limited time. Here's what's included: a site evaluation, evaluation of existing facilities, concept development, and a ballpark cost estimate. The total value of these pieces is easily over $197, but for a limited time, I'm offering this for free. Now let me detail each one of these pieces a little better. First, the site evaluation. If you have a house location survey, sometimes called a plat, we'll look at that in addition to walking your lot. We'll inspect that and see if we can determine what the setbacks may be. Now sometimes this may take more research beyond the scope of this consultation, but we can discuss where the new home may lay on your lot based on the slope of the land, the shape of the lot, and the setbacks, which are zoning laws which determine where on your lot we can build. Next, we'll look at the existing structure. If you're planning a new home and you have an existing home that needs to be removed, we can discuss what will be involved to remove it and what some of the issues may be. If you're thinking of adding on and expanding your home, we'll evaluate the existing structure and discuss implications of bearing walls, heating and cooling issues, electric power and capacity issues, water and sewer connections, which may have some bearing on your project. Next, we can kick around ideas that you have and talk about things which will affect the project. Things like how long you think you may live in the house. Things like how important is resale to you. For some people, it's a major driver, and for others, it really doesn't matter. Some people just want what they want and are not too concerned about what a future purchaser may or may not want. Then we could talk about things like lifestyle, how you entertain, if you have kids, what their needs may be. Things like room sizes. Will they share bathrooms? If you have small children, do you want to keep a watchful eye on them while they're doing homework? Those type of things. After we talk about things like your goals and your lifestyle, then we'll be able to recommend possible solutions with you. Most of the time, we'll come up with solutions you've never thought of before. That's one of the huge advantages of having a fresh look by a real expert with experience and creativity. Once we brainstorm some possible solutions, we'll be able to educate you with some pricing. We won't be able to give you exact prices, but we'll give you price ranges and discuss the parts and pieces that will impact the price. Now, this offer is definitely not for everyone. First, the offer is only for owners that are budgeting at least $400,000 in their project. These projects take a considerable amount of our time and our resources, and we just find that $400,000 and up size is the right size for us to be most effective at producing. Also, this is only for people that are going to start construction work on the project in the next 4 to 8 months, and I'll explain on the next slide why. And we're really only interested in owners that are looking for design solutions that are not boring and what I call cookie cutter. There are many of those unimaginative builders out there that will sell you a set of plans that I call cookie cutter house plans. These are the same plans that you can buy at the checkout line at the Safeway. You know, the houses are big and boxy, and usually there's brick on the front and vinyl siding on 3 sides. Well, that's just not what we like to design and build. So if you're looking for something different, it doesn't have to be super expensive, just something unique and pleasing, but different than what so many other builders put up around town, then we're probably a good match with you. So why am I doing this? We're looking to separate our designs and projects from the pack of those cookie cutter builders. We really enjoy designing and building unique projects, not necessarily super expensive homes, but that's always nice too, just interesting and creative designs. And well, to be completely transparent, we've been swamped with work for the last year. Since mortgage rates have been extremely low and really probably have no place to go but up, and since construction costs have been relatively flat, and actually pricing today is probably similar to price levels 2 or 3 years ago, and in some cases it's actually lower. For instance, we're paying about 65 cents a square foot for drywall compared to about $1.20 per square foot just 2 years ago. So this has been a great time to build new homes. I guess you could say that construction is actually on sale today, a major sale. So I think this is just a great time to be buying construction services and real estate. Anyhow, we've been so busy that we're not taking on any new construction starts until spring of 2010. So I'm trying to fill just 2 remaining slots in the spring and 6 slots in the summer. Our plan is to increase our pricing and take away some special bonuses. Here they are. And we'll move from the spring into the summer and then to the fall of 2010, and our prices will go up. So it's still a great time to be building and take advantage of these great interest rates and home building costs. Now for those special bonuses. In my effort to fill our 2 spring and 6 summer 2010 building slots, I'm going to offer an extremely generous bonus to 5 lucky people. So here it is. If you're one of the first 5 applicants that call or email me and meet our requirements that I outlined earlier, you know, $400,000 minimum job size, intend to start in the next several months, and have a desire for an interesting and creative design solution, then here's what I have for you. Kevin, our staff architect, will create an architectural rendering plus a detailed cost of specifications, and will calculate an exact project price. Now, the total value of all these parts, if you had to go out and find a qualified architect, a builder, a spec writer, an engineer, a zoning analyst, if you could put this team together, this would cost you easily $9,000 or $10,000 or more and take you months of time. And we'll be charging for these bonuses after the first 5 applicants. But for the first 5 people that qualify, we'll do all this for free for you. Let me show you what you'll get. We'll create a custom design solution that you'll love. Kevin, our staff architect, will create floor plans and elevation. All this will be designed to meet your goals, wants, and needs. We'll also create a complete set of detailed specifications, specifying plumbing fixtures, light fixtures, kitchen cabinets, even details down to the type of towel bar we'll use will be specified. Then we'll calculate an exact price for the entire project. This is not some vague cost per square foot that a lot of builders throw out there. This is an exact and precise, real price. Plus, our price will be all-inclusive. Again, many builders out there will tell you the price is $100 per square foot, for instance, but then they say that they don't include digging, they don't include permits, they don't include engineering, they don't include dumpsters, etc., etc., etc. And to actually get these other prices out of these builders, it's quite painful and time-consuming. It's like, well, pulling teeth. So I hope that's enough information. All you need to do right now is enter your contact information in the little form on this page, press the submit button, or call 301-370-6463. Hurry, the first 5 signups get free plans, an exact price, and detailed specifications. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to start working with you. Bye now.